always thought that was, something that always like, not like bugged me out about sleep, but I always was like, I think it's funny that everyone just kind of, like you said earlier, like we kind of take it for granted, or we're kind of just like, yeah, you go to sleep and it's like, you lay down and close your eyes and then you like go to this world, like, and then you just like snap back and you have amnesia. Yeah. You don't remember when you fell asleep, like, and we're all just like, yeah. Like,
yeah, we all hallucinate and we make up things in our minds and we become completely paralyzed, and then we just like wake up the next day and we go about our day.
And we, I know that I've read things that say that, sleep is, I guess to take our computer terms again, sleep is kind of like your brain like defragging itself, or, kind of trimming the fat, from the day or whatever. But what's up with dreams? Like, what's going on? Like,
what's up with dreams?
What is going on, dude? Why am I like conjuring images and things like that you don't even think you know?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I think dreams is probably where it does get the blurriest, if you will.
Yeah.
So we have most of our dreams in REM sleep, which is only a part of every single sleep cycle. So you only have it a few times throughout the night, if you're lucky.
Right.
So during REM sleep, you have most of your dreams, and this is where you are processing memories. So almost, if not all of what you dream, you actually have seen at some point, or your brain is sort of pulling together all these different memories and putting them together. So that's why shit gets like real weird sometimes.
Yeah.
You're also processing emotions here too, which makes them even weirder.
Right.
So you're processing emotions, you're smoothing over all the negative feelings that you have, you're trying to work things out. It's like our brain is sort of trying to work out like what if scenarios.
Right.
Like maybe these things don't ever really happen in real life because they're dreams, but it's trying to prepare us or work things out and
just make sense of this crazy world, right?
Yeah.
It's so funny. I had a dream last night where I think dreams are funny because you never question stuff in a dream. When it's happening. And I had a dream last night, and it's so funny that it was such a vivid, like sometimes I don't have super vivid dreams. Sometimes I have like super vivid dreams. I have like a lucid dream. But I had a dream last night, and I was walking around the city, and I was like on the phone, like running errands. Like I was like on the phone or something, but I wasn't wearing shoes. Like I was just walking around barefoot. And I remember consciously thinking like, and not consciously, I wasn't fully aware, obviously it was a dream, but like I remember looking down and going like, man, I gotta like wear shoes. Why am I walking around like I need to stop doing this in the city. I gotta start wearing shoes in the city. And it's like, it's just so funny. And then in the dream I was like, all right, well anyway, I gotta, I'm going to do this now. And it's like, what kind of, I guess like understanding do we have about the emotional part of dreams, where it's like, they'll say like, if you have a dream that you're falling, it means this, or it means like, do you do any work like that at your company? Or I guess, how does that work? Or how does that, is that an area you study, I guess, before I get into it?
Great question. Personally, and I do think it is a little personal, yes, but no. So I personally don't feel like symbolism is relatable to everybody. So if you, I don't know.
It is to me. Let's go crazy.
If you see a butterfly, maybe that means transformation, but like maybe it doesn't mean that to me, or maybe it doesn't mean that to somebody else. So I don't believe in like inherent symbolism in dreams. I don't think there's like a book that can tell you what everything means.
Right. Like the dream Bible.
Yeah. They're like every human just like instinctively knows this. But like, okay, if you forgot your shoes, maybe you don't have like a thing for shoes, but maybe you have been worrying about forgetting something, or you have anxiety. And so that is something we can talk about. Like, why are you so worried in your dreams? Like, what are you worried about in real life versus like the shoes mean X, Y, and Z.
Right. That's like when you're in like English class and like in middle school, like what does the gray curtain mean?
What does it mean? What is the symbolism? Like, I don't know. What do you think it means? I don't know.
Yeah, it's so, I read something that said that if you go days, weeks, whatever, sequences in succession of not having adequate sleep, once you do get good sleep, then you'll have like a crazy dream, or you'll have a crazy, so does your brain get like backed up, I guess? Does it get like, like bottlenecked? Like does it get like a traffic jam almost? Like if you're not sleeping? Like does that make sense?
Yeah, sort of. That's a really great question, because we see this actually in just one night, especially with alcohol.
Oh, no way.
It's called REM Rebound. So alcohol, just for example, if you're drinking, it suppresses REM sleep. And then finally, after it processes, your brain is like, oh my God, wait, we need to get our REM sleep. So it goes into overdrive.
Interesting.
And you get a lot of REM sleep, like especially if you wake up the next morning and then you get that like really juicy nap, like after you wake up.
Oh, yeah.
You're going into like deep REM. You're getting all this like incredible weird dreams. But it's because your body's like trying to catch up.
Right. Okay.
So yes, I mean, truthfully, it's sort of like futile. You can't catch up, but
right. The goal is to do it right every night.
Right.
Like you can't. I remember I read that when they said, the like opposite weekend warriors, where there were people who would just work and do something all week and then I'll catch up on the weekend, and they're like, you're not catching up, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's not how it works. Like
yeah, not really. I mean, and truthfully, like if you just stay up, let's say you have like a wild Monday and you're out till I don't know,
right,
super late, and then you only get 3 hours of sleep. Like the next day, you're already feeling the negative effects. So like, you can't undo your Tuesday on Saturday because you slept in. Like you already
right.
felt
It doesn't work. Like it's not like you're paying your credit card.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, well, I have to let's pay later. Okay, great. Yeah, that is there like when you're not sleeping well in a row, like sometimes I and this was also I have this, and this was a question that a listener wrote in too. There will be times when, sometimes you'll have a bad night's sleep and then you wake up and you're like, oh man, here we go. And it's the normal, like you're a little spacey. You're like, whoa. How come sometimes you won't sleep well, but then you'll wake up and you're good? Is that fake? Is it like adrenaline? Like, or is it I guess, are you able to sometimes, can your body obviously your body makes the most of it, whatever you get, but I guess, is that an illusion, like adrenaline? Is that actually like really unhealthy? Or is that, I guess, can some people just do more with less?
Well, I feel like those are actually two different questions.
Yeah, so, sorry, I just threw a lot at you.
We'll go with the first one.
Yeah.
So a lot of times if you're waking up feeling groggy, if it's not just because you didn't get enough sleep, you're like in the middle of a sleep cycle. So maybe you're in the middle of a sleep cycle and your alarm goes off, so you didn't like complete the full cycle. So you're groggy, you don't know what day it is. It's called like sleep inertia. You feel like you're like really just not well. Maybe you get the same amount of hours, but you completed a cycle because maybe you went to bed earlier, or I don't know. It's just your normal wake up time and your body's ready for it and you feel better or okay. So maybe you just finished the sleep cycle or you're like about to it, or maybe you're like in light sleep. So when you're in deeper sleep, you're going to feel like not so great when you wake up. Or if you wake up from a dream in REM sleep, you're going to not feel so great. So
okay. So the brain is a diva, basically.
Yeah, it's so picky.
The brain's like, did you interrupt me?
Exactly.
I imagine the brain like painting its nails like, it's not 9. Like
we need at least 3 more minutes. This is weird.